Not conclusion. Conclusion is something different. Infer mean to get something out from a text or from anything. I mean, based on your experience. So let's start discussion. Okay, the word which we covered yesterday, that was infer.
Then you had to tell me that the question I asked you in the Google Classroom.
After the session, just hold on, because after the session I will discuss you. I will call your mother and tell you in detail. Okay, the first word, yes, this one. Yes, what is the meaning of inundate? Yes, Hassan. Hassan, what is the meaning of inundate? Okay, Majbeen, you will tell me what is the meaning of inundate.
इनंडेट पानी से भर जाना.
Yes, भर जाना किसी चीज का, inundate. Very good. Okay, the next thing is, okay, let's start discussing today's words first, and then we move on towards the revision and rest of the things. Okay, today's first word is
Lament.
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 To express sadness and feeling sorry about something. A passionate expression of grief or sorrow, right? That you are saying that something went wrong, something bad happened. So this is lament. Its synonym is mourning, like matam hota hai, jaise something like that. The poem opens by lamenting over the death of a young man. So our today's word is lament. This word is noun or adjective or verb. Lamented. If it is verb, then we can use it in forms. So second thing we need to remember, the poem by lamenting. So lamented or lamenting. So what is the phrase, by the way? Lamenting over the death. So which preposition we use with this verb? That is lamenting over. Lamenting over, right? Okay, third thing, delight, exalt. This is antonyms. Bemoan and bewail. This is synonyms. And this is something which we should note down. Lamented the decline in moral standards, right? Not only on death, but in other words, we can also use this word, lamenting on the decline of moral values. Next word. Languish. Write down this. This is again a verb. Languish. So we have three, four different words. One is languish, languish, languished, languished. Right? This is a verb. Languish, weak, enervate, right? Losing strength. So this is the word languish. To be forced to stay somewhere or suffer something unpleasant for a long time, to exist in an unpleasant or unwanted situation, often for a long time, right? Okay, she continues to languish in a foreign prison. So this is phrase, this is what we will remember, because only one word is not appropriate. If you learn the meaning of only one word, this is wrong, because you need to understand the context where a word is being used. Languishing in jail for the, so in both cases, prison and jail is the context, the native they use. So languish in foreign, in a foreign prison, or languish in jail. So which preposition? Languish in. Languish in, lamenting on and lamenting over. So these two things we need to remember. अभी मैं आप लोगों से पूछूंगा, आपसे sentences भी बनवाऊंगा. Okay, to languish in a prison. Next is weaken and fade. After languish, this is loud. What is right pronunciation? Lord. Lord, yes. So we have so many words: praise, Lord, exalt, and extol, exhort, appreciate. These are all somehow we are praising, appreciating, uh, exalting, right? So these are the synonyms. But we need to see the word is basically verb again. So three, all of these three words are verbs when we use appreciating somebody or to praise somebody, किसी की तारीफ करना, that is Lord. Lauded for, इसके साथ जो preposition है, that is for. Lauded the Russian initiative. In this way, lauded for his courage. In both ways, we can use this. So let me write down both of the sentences. Sentences are very important because we need to understand that how can we use these words in our sentences. So let those who are new, let me tell you that on our websites there are more or less 1000 words. 500 are there and we are working on 500 more words. But when we talk about the design of this vocabulary session or the design of these vocabularies, there is a research behind it. There it is backed by so many studies, right? So instead of telling you the detail of the studies, why I use this picture and why I use this, so you will get simply synonyms, antonyms at one place. Picture is there. There is a video also. You can watch the video also where the word is being used, pronunciation also, and family words, right? So this is the best place to understand and to get knowledge of different words. Uh, One of the professors when I was doing MPhil in teaching English as second language. So one of my professors, he he tried to convince me that I must associate. Okay, I must have a strong bonding with dictionary. I always try to use consult the dictionary, right? So if you are a curious language learner and you want to improve your English proficiency, then you also need to, what you need to, basically this is one of the fundamentals of language, you need to work more and more on vocabulary. This is the basic difference. It would be, for example, in the future we have so many people, right? They can speak in English, but they're speaking ordinary words. They hardly have an idea. So somebody will speak in a platform, for example, when we talk about in the UNO, in CNN, BBC, right? So when you're talking with the representative of BBC or CNN, you cannot speak well. So they only accept the arguments, that they only invite those people who can speak well academic language, right? Otherwise, if you are using broken language, very ordinary sentences, so it would be not be your platform in this way. So simply, you need to work more on vocabulary. This is not something which you will improve over the night, because there are so many studies we learn in it that it takes time. Instead of learning 25 words every day, somebody will say 10 words every day, someone says that 50 words. This is impossible for a common, for an ordinary person. What you need to do, you need to stay consistent, but learn 4 or 5 words every day. So this is simple, and the best way is to join the session. Keep on taking the sessions without any off day, and this is how after some time you will realize that how significant the learning was, and the time you spend in this session, it is valuable, right? So let's talk about legacy. This is the third word, legacy. Legacy कहते हैं जायदाद को, वर्षा, not only in terms of money but in property, or sometimes in terms of education, sometimes in terms of skills, right? So we can use these words as skills. Legacy is when you inherited something, कुछ आप लेते हैं अपने माँ बाप से, अपने ancestors से, आबाव अजदाद से, विरासत में लेते हैं। दे, अच्छा जी, they each received a legacy of $5,000. $5,000 received a legacy, right? Future generation will be left with a legacy of pollution and destruction. This is something which is different, a sentence which is used in a different way. Future generations will be left. Okay, let me write down here, then we shall revise these words. So legacy is a very good word. It sounds nice to the audience, to the people, and you can use this word. So legacy. So let's see what is the, this word is noun. So this is the word, this is the first word today we are discussing, which is a noun. Rest were all verbs. So noun means you can add some adjectives there also. Heritage, gift, legacies. It means that there are, it is uncountable in at some places. So let's see its right pronunciation first.
Legacy.
Legacies.
Legacy.
Okay. So we discussed the word lament. We discussed the word languish. We discussed the word Lord, legacy, and two more words. One is lucid. This is adjective, clearly expressed, easy to understand, able to think clearly, especially during a period of mental illness. वाजिया, ठीक है ना? तो what are different adjectives, what are different synonyms? Lucid and clear and elaborative and explicit, right? So this is basically adjective. So what are different words we may use for this? with this word. Uh, he gave a very lucid account of the events. She gave a clear and lucid accounts, clear and lucid, right? Vazia, which is able to think clearly, especially during or after a period of mental illness, right? So lucid account of the events. Okay, this is common mistake. In Pakistan, we use event and event. Both are different. The pronunciation is different. So events, you need to say events instead of event, right? Lucid plan, clear plan that what do you want to do in future or what you are thinking about this thing. Bright, understandable, lucidity, and lucidly. This is adverb and lucidity, right? So now let's see its pronunciation.
lucid,
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 lucid.
lucid,
Okay, okay, okay. Now the last word, magnanimous, magnanimous. This is how high sounded word, magnanimous,
magnanimous,
magnanimous.
magnan,
Okay, what is the meaning of magnanimous? Kind, generous, and forgiving, especially towards enemy or competitors. Right? Generous or forgiving, especially towards a rival or less powerful person. The person who are weak, right? So when you are doing good, you are treating well with those persons. Okay, so we have 9 participants online and 3 participants in-house. They are taking the session. I want to ask questions. Yes, Muhammad Hassan Salman, would you like to tell me the meaning of you? Would you like to, try to use this sentence, legacy, in a this word in your sentence, Hassan, legacy. Hassan Salman, Muhammad Awais, Mahjabeen Naz. Can you make sentence Mahjabeen?
सर इसका मेरे ख्याल से आवाज आ रही है सर
जी, you are audible. Awais.
an elderly cousin had left her a small legacy such
Yes, it is a generic sentence. Try to use it in more appropriate way. Okay, fine. Shazad, is it possible for you that you can use this sentence, this word in a
Sir,
sentence? Yes.
legacy mean to say sir जो पीछे कुछ जायदाद छोड़ के जाता है ऐसे my grandfather has died and he left a small legacy for us.
स्मॉल लेगेसी ठीक है, लेकिन आप कुछ मेंशन करें ना, लेगेसी जरूरी नहीं प्रॉपर्टी हो, लेगेसी
Okay,
में
sir.
फॉर एग्जांपल स्किल भी हो सकती है
Sir,
कोई.
may I?
यस.
I have received 5 acres of land in legacy from my parents.
Okay, fine. So Taqweem, can you make a sentence of magnanimous?
Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a magnanimous leader.
Okay, he was a magnanimous leader. This is with personality. This is basically an adjective. Fine. So it's all right. So let me revise few words and then we shall move on from tomorrow. 88 words we have discussed. So the first, let's start from the 51. Ji Irfan, what is the meaning of encroach? Demolish. And Rida, what is the meaning of enervate? Weak. And enigma, mystery. And expatriate,
Foreigners.
foreigners. Fabrication, Elena, fabrication. Okay,
Sir, sir, fabrication means false
for
information.
fabricated information. Okay, fine. So Mahjabin, fortuitous.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam.
Fortuitous का इत्तेफाकी अचानक.
Okay, good, good. Okay, next is Shahzad Nadeem. You're done. You will tell me the meaning of hegemony. Iram, what is the meaning of hegemony? Mariam Khan.
It's for national pride.
Sir,
It is
hegemony
what?
सर हमारे पास था dominance, leadership.
Yes, dominance, leadership.
Yes, sir.
बालादस्ती, उर्दू में कहेंगे बालादस्ती. Okay,
Influence or
in-
authority.
inexorable. Who will tell me the meaning of inexorable? Yes,
Unable to control, sir.
unable to control, which is unstoppable, and a person
Impossible.
Yes, sir.
difficult to be persuaded, right? Okay, fine. So the next word is uh, okay. These four words we did today. So see you inshallah. We shall discuss rest of the things tomorrow. But idiom. Now it's time to discuss idiom. Everyday idiom. Okay, we have discussed. You could always, when you are giving suggestion, give or take, mean approximately how's it going, mean when you ask something that how are you, and I hate to think when you don't like to, I mean you hate in reality to discuss something that something bad is going to be happen. You never know means unlikely situation. When you talk about something unlikely situation, you never know you will be the next king, right? So you never know that the country, that Brazil will win the match, right? Will win the tournament. So this is how. And today we shall discuss not on your life. This is you will use only in speaking. Try to avoid using it in writing. You use not on your life to emphasize that you are definitely not going to do something. Are you going to work this weekend? Not on your life. I'm going to spend the day at the beach. Would you like to help with the garden? Not on your life. I hate gardening. When you are refusing something, not on your life, right? I'm not willing to do this thing. Tell me about it. You use tell me about it in an informal context to emphasize that you agree with someone. You are not asking something. When you are agree with someone, often because you have had a similar experience to one they have mentioned. It takes so much work to keep a garden of this size tidy. Tell me about it. I'm having to pay someone look after mine and I can't really afford it. Rents in this town seem very high. Tell me about it. Most of salary goes on rent. So it means that because you also have this experience, but this is informal again, right? So tomorrow we shall discuss this exercise. I hear you are training to be an accountant. How are you getting on? Right. So I really don't know. Replace the words in color with idiom from the passage which are similar in meaning. So how are you getting on? So one idiom we discussed, that is basically how is it going? How is it going? We can change this with this one. I really don't know. I really don't know. So which idiom we use? You never know. You never know. Right? Okay. Do you think you have passed the exam? Not likely. So fat chance. Not likely mean fat chance, no chance. This is what we have. I haven't the foggiest. This is, you never know, is something different. Second number we use this. I haven't the foggiest. This is more appropriate. You never know when we talk about a proximity. Okay. Now, not on your which, what we will write down here? Not on your life. And this is give or take. You could, you could always, right? Every time come on this change dash, I have to come suitable from the passage. Yes, Mariam Khan, would you like to tell me what we will write down in the number one?
I have to come by it every day and I'm always late for work.
Okay, you can
You could
pick.
always do, could
That,
always.
that is a suggestion, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a
I have
suggestion.
to come by it every day.
Now you can check. You never know. Tell me about it. So this is tell me about it because you also have the same experience. Tell me about it. I have to come every day, right? You might
Okay.
win the lottery. You might win the lottery. So you never know. Yes, you never know. You might win the lottery. That dash, what could have happened to the child if the police had not found her? I hate to think.
I try to think.
And that would mean that I hate to think, right? This is what we should use in it. Okay, tomorrow, inshallah, we shall discuss more idioms, more words. So, see you, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.